Alright, so that's Gimme 3 Steps. We're going to take a look at that little intro guitar part, and then we're also going to take a look at the lead intro guitar part. That little part. So that they're both pretty easy. They follow two patterns, one each. So the intro is kind of based off of this. You slash chords, or they're inverted chords for the third. We play it up there. You'll see that pattern a lot for the rhythm guitar in the intro there, and for the lead we're using a lot of these kind of bends. So let's jump right into that first little intro guitar part, and then we'll take a jump at the lead. So starting with our D chord, inverted. So I play with just one finger so I can get to this third here. We hit that twice to the 9th fret, our third note of the chord. Then back to the chord twice. That's the time of the rhythm. Back to the third. And then back to the chord. So far we have. Now a little change here. We go 7, 9 on the A, and either hit the chord, but we're focusing on this note on the D string, the 7th fret. Repeat that, except for now we hit an open A. We move down to the A chord. It's the same kind of rhythm. So that first half of that first phrase is now to the A. Hit the A chord twice. Same kind of pattern. Now the run's a little bit different. So we go 2, 4, and hit the A chord with the focus on this E note. Repeat, 2, 4, open D string this time. We do that so we can get back up to this chord. That's how that works. So the first phrase played through nice and slow. Now onto the second phrase. Very similar. Open D string to start it, coming from that first phrase. And we hit the D chord again twice. To the third. Same little lick. Open A string. Hit the A chord twice. And hit the low E string open. And hammer on the 2nd fret of the F sharp there. And D chord. Play nice and slow that whole second phrase. And that would be the intro guitar part. Before the lead comes in. So now let's take a look at that lead and see the pattern that develops in that. So the lead here starts in the D major pentatonic, and that's right there. And it utilizes the high section of this for these bends. We're going to start with that kind of bend. We're going to hit it. We're going to hit it a couple more times. We come off of it to this. And we hit that again. So that whole phrase so far is another bend. sus from D to E. That's basically what I'm doing there. Little fun, just simple, and it's more about the groove and the rhythm with this. The notes are important, but if you get that right feeling, you can kind of smudge a couple of the notes and it'll still sound okay. And now nice and slow. And now to the A chord where we do this. I bend it twice and I kind of bring it up and then down both times. The last part is I curl the A, the C note on the A string, and hit an A chord. So this uses kind of like a minor to a major third kind of thing here. We don't quite get to the major, but we curl it enough to perceive it as that. So that whole first phrase nice and slow. And now we go back to that for the second phrase, basically. So the second phrase is going to be very similar. The bend's a little bit different. He's using this bend as like almost like a singing note in this. So we have, and he hits that third time. So he hits it 4 times. Start. And then he does that little sus again. So real slow now we have. Now here's this cool little run on the low strings. We have the open E, open E, 3rd fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret on the A, 4th fret on the A, 2nd fret on the D. We're going to curl the C note to the 3rd fret on the A string again, and hit an A chord. So that whole little line is. And now that whole phrase real slow. So now on to the 3rd phrase. The 3rd phrase ends with kind of a continuation of that 2nd phrase. It just starts with like an exclamation point. He comes down here and he hits that A chord. Then he slides it back down to the D chord where we can bend. Alright, so slower, we hit the A chord, slide it down, bend, we come down, 7, 9, 7. We're going to bend it now, and we're not doing it all together. We're not doing that because I want this note to sound out. That 10 on the B. I want it to be a little bit brighter this time. So I bend the G up, I reach my pinky down there and grab that. And this is kind of staccato-ish, considering what we've been doing, which is more legato, kind of all mushed together. So I do that pattern twice. And then I'd go down to this. So So let's do that first half of that third fret real slow though. So we have. And now the second half, I'm sliding from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret. And from there, it's just a little chromatic line: G, F sharp, F, E. And now to the I'll play that phrase nice and slow one more time. We have. And last, we have our 4th phrase. Starts very similar to that first phrase, except for we bend, we go to the D chord, hit those 2 notes there. We do that 3 times, and then we continue it afterwards. We go. Start there again. 7, 9. Another bend all together. So far we have. 7, 9 again, then our little sus. So that whole phrase. And then we go down to the A chord, hit that twice. Then 2 on the E, on the D I mean, to 4 on the D. And then a D chord. Play it there, or there. So that whole 4th phrase is. And the rhythm is a little bit funky on that 4th phrase, so be sure you go and listen to the song. It is more difficult than it seems to play it slow like that. So I'll play through kind of the whole little lead part there. Try at a little slower tempo. So we have first phrase. Nope. Try that again. We have a. So that was Jimmy 3 Steps. Any questions, or you want to learn some more, leave in the comments, give me some feedback, or any songs you want to learn. Alright, thanks for tuning in.